Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Good morning, right? It's currently Monday morning, and it is, well, just cloud, which doesn't look promising, but, you know, when it doesn't look promising, most of these days I think it's going to rain, and it doesn't. But they haven't said any rain, but they don't forecast it, and it happens, so we don't know what's going to go on with the weather at the moment. But we are getting into, well, we're actually like halfway through November today, literally. Yeah, halfway through, which is okay. So yeah, that's pretty much what we are. So before we know it, it'll be December and winter and maybe even Christmas, which you might have plans for. But yeah, it is, yeah, just a bit cloudy today. It's better than having mist as well, because mist really does make it hard to see, but you know, we've got what we've got. Yeah, haven't really done anything really much today. I've managed to get more of my reading plan written down because I finished it yesterday, so I'll be reading my Bible probably when I go home. That's the first thing, and then probably just relax. Maybe I do relax a lot, but not technically, because I don't really have a reading book, which is the problem. That actually really helps me relax. It's just that I've got one is out, but if I buy that one, it's going to obviously charge me for delivery. But the new one is coming out actually 21st of this month, so hopefully by then I'll be alright. Although I don't know if any of you have watched Ashes the other day. There is 3 movies and then there's like 3 series. But the thing is, yeah, I never watched the movies, but the first movie is like serious, I think it's comedy, apparently. But the thing is, that's like the prologue to the series. But the thing is, they've got 3 season series. They were going to have a 4th one, but then they don't now because they cancelled it. I'm like, why are you? It's like, the thing is, it does end on a cliffhanger. But the thing is, even though they're making something which is like a movie, but it's not season 4. The guy who played Ash and all the characters, they're not going to be in it. Basically, it's going to be like, apparently the same. It's going to be someone who fights it, but it's going to be 2 like sisters who have no relation to him. Which, to be honest, they could. It's going to be in the future. But what they could do is they could bring in the car that he just got at the end, or they could actually make it, because they're no relation to Ash, so it kind of doesn't really make sense why they're fighting evil when actually he was the chosen one. What they could have done is they could say it's set in the future, and they could basically have Brandy, who is his daughter, have married someone, because you know it will pass down probably from that. Like Ash isn't dead, but he could have, like, you know, say, we defeat the evil. Really, there's still more evil out there probably, but the thing is, he defeated the Destroyer, so it kind of could be okay. But if they're going to have like new evil come out, which is fine, then maybe what they should do with the evil that still comes, they should basically have Brandy, not she could be alive, with someone, and basically those are her daughter, could have them as her daughters. So in a way, they're the descendants of Ash. But they're not doing that. There's going to be 2 sisters that have no relation, which merely doesn't. Kind of, the thing is, they have done it with Assassin's Creed games. They had like Connor, the Kenways, that are in no way related to Ezio Auditore or the in Bin Laden, which is Atair's line. So yeah, but they are still somehow they're like an extent. They're like a part of. I think it's, what's his name? Desmond. They're basically apparently a part of his family tree somehow. Like, you can have different things like that, different timelines. So basically, maybe that's what it is. But I'm not going to say anything about it, because this is the thing. If you make movies and you are basically, they are like a follow-on, or they're like many years later from another thing, you kind of have to. If you take it out, it doesn't make sense why there's these 2 people. They're not related to him, but they're fighting evil that he did. it doesn't make sense, because then unless there's like more than one prophesied one, which there wasn't, there was only one. And well, he was cloned, but well, it's all dark magic. But yeah, they need to kind of think about that, because if you take it out, like there's loads of things like that actually do carry on. Like I don't know how, but they did. I don't know when it was. I can't remember. I'm trying to think like that. Oh yeah, okay. Shannara Chronicles. Now, okay, they don't have anything to do with Shay much really. Not even really in the movies except for in the flashback scenes. But in the thing is, Shay is basically the sword of Shannara, and the bloodline of Shannara. It gets passed down. The sword gets passed down apparently, and the Elfstones do from the Shannaras. Well, not actually, no, but the thing is that the Shannara bloodline, that's when the prophecy gets passed down to each of them, which is strange. They basically go from one down the bloodline, so that's basically what it is. So they keep it in the family. It's like, it doesn't have to be a direct descendant, but it's somewhere down the line. But the thing is, Shay was a half elf as well. So basically I think maybe somewhere down Jelm's line, with the kids he had with the other elf, but this is from the first King of Shannara book. Maybe that's where Shay comes into it. He was adopted by Flick. Oh, no, wait, no, this is Brett. He was adopted by Curse, the father of the Barnsfords. So yeah, they kind of adopted him. So basically, yeah, it's when you make films or books, if it goes out of the bloodline, like A.C.R. Dottore is the cousin of Altair. Or, well, actually, no, he's not. It was Giovanni after Altair's husband, though. I don't know. The thing is, Ezio and Altair are related, apparently. That's the thing. Like, the thing is, when you have something that is passed down to someone else, you kind of need to have a relation somewhere. But yeah, there's different descendants, different denominations in it. But the thing is, that's the thing. Like, if you don't have only one, like, if you basically put it to someone who isn't in the line, like, where does it fit in? That's what I don't understand. Like, it doesn't always fit in with certain things, because the backstory, I don't know what it is, but the thing is, this is coming out in 2022, but I'm not going to watch it, because the thing is, I understand it's meant to be like a season 4 kind of thing, but the thing is, if Ash, okay, the guy's old now, but the thing is, if he's not going to be even part of it, then it's not Ash, it's completely different, because the whole old cast, like Kelly, Pablo, Brand, who came into it, they're not going to be part of it. They're not even going to be part of it. So that's not in season 4. That is, because it doesn't actually hint that in season 3. So if this is going to be like the continuation, in they're getting rid of all the old characters, no relation to them at all, with the new ones that are the mains, that's not going to work. It's something different. It's a standalone thing, like Anaconda and Anacondas. Those are standalone sequels. So, like Predator. And Predators, they're the standalone because they're no characters in the other one. But that's the thing. You can't. You can have standalone sequels, but when you've got a series, if this is meant to be, this is actually like a continuation. This is meant to be like season 4. If you take away everything and just completely change everyone, then it just doesn't work. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, I'm probably won't be watching that if it comes out anyway. I'm going to end the video here, and yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are, and you have something to do, and I will catch you on another video shortly. Yeah, just a bit of a rant about that. I don't know if you've ever watched it. If you have, it'd be good. It's actually a great series. Anyway, yeah, just if you don't like seeing blood and bad things happening, then probably. I mean, it's comedy horror, but sometimes it might get a bit too much for certain people. But if you're if you're an old enough age and you don't mind horror and comedy, then it should be fine. Anyway, see you soon. Bye.